Yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I am your host, Tashira Say. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to episode 103 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Shout out to our man, RTO Beats, for that intro. We'll be using that for at least one more week and then moving on to something else. What are we doing this week? Well, let's just say I am a fan of good music. Always have been, always will be. And that's of all genres. Let me reiterate that. All genres. But of course, hip hop is my love. It's my passion. But as I said, I'm a fan of all genres, all different type of bands, styles of music. Eras, you name it. I'm a fan of music. And with that being said, we have this sample mutilation thing that we do. And we do a pretty damn good job of it. Sample mutilation is basically what it has been is I give you a song. And how it initially started out was you had to use that song only. You can add your own drums, maybe on a certain bass line or whatever. But you have to use the contents of that song, chop it up, flip it, mutilate it into something unrecognizable and, create a new song. And we've done very well with the exception of one, every damn sample mutilation. And I think we're close to 10 now. But anyhow, we normally do just songs. And I said, how about we do albums, full classic albums. And I'm a huge fan of the band Steely Dan. Steely Dan is one of my favorite bands of all time. They make some really, really dope music. Music-wise, it's incredible. Sonically, especially for like when, they first came in the door, like the 70s and the 80s. For that time, they have, and still to this day, have some of the like cleanest, most impressive mixes and sounds. It's ridiculous. But they have one album that everyone who is a Steely Dan fan uphold as a classic, and that's Aja, AJA. And I decided to give that to the people and tell them, yo, let's do a sample mutilation with this. Use everything within the album, and you have, I think it's a good 10 tracks on there. Pull sounds from different tracks in the album and create a new creation. Create a new creation. Did I really just say that? Welcome to the redundancy of redundancy department. And I'm slightly disappointed of the results because we only have 2 submissions, but the people that did come through, I'm pretty sure they're going to kill it. So let's kick things off with our man representing South Carolina, DJ Nocturnal. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. DJ Nocturnal. Ah, that was nice, dude. Smooth, just laid back. That's like some cruising stuff right there, man. That's nice. Nice. It had a clean, which, Steely Dan kind of has a really clean sound, which is, kind of crazy to say with their mixes, but it has that clean sound. At the same time, it has a nice amount of dirtiness. And I know that's a contradiction, but feel me on that. I love the way this track sounds. I love the way it's sequenced, the use of the drums and all the different stabs and whatnot. He actually used Black Cow. And if you're not familiar with the title Black Cow, you've heard the sample Black Cow. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. We gets down, baby. All around, baby. Yo, that's Black Cow. I think that's the first song on the album, matter of fact. But fun fact, I found out recently that Peter Guns and Lord Tariq made no money, zero money off of that song. And that song did numbers. They can't get paid on it because they didn't clear it in advance. And, they settled with Steely Dan and they make no money from that. At least if you were, let me just step off for a second. If you were a one-hit wonder, no disrespect to somebody like Young MC, but if you're a one-hit wonder, at least be able to get paid off of that one hit for years and years and years. That's something Young MC, Johnny Kemp, just got paid Friday night. Tone Loc, because he only has like 2 songs, that's something that they've been able to do and live off of for years. Whereas Lord Tariq and Peter Guns, they only have that one song and they don't get paid off of it. That kind of sucks. Anyhow, going back. Yeah, so he used that sample, turned out very dope. I love the use of it. And with the exception of like a synth string pad kind of thing, it sounds like everything came from Black Cow. Sounded damn good. And he said he also had a couple of other tracks on there that the entire album is incredible, but he used Peg and Deacon Blues, which are 2 of my favorite songs, on top of Black Cow. And he said he had those, but he pulled the sounds out and just used the stuff that he had from Black Cow. And the results are incredible. Lock, you did it again, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, moving on to our finale for this week. My man, representing Eastside Detroit, Show Enough. Let's go.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Come on.
The very musical, very suave, very debonair. Show enough with his submission, closing out week number 103 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Yeah, very, very, very dope. Now, after I just told that story about Peter Guns and Lord Tariq, here comes Show with the same damn sample. Look like we might be in a similar situation. No. That was dope. I'm hoping that they don't mess with us on a copyright strike. I don't see how they would, because it's very short samples, but we'll see. But yeah, overall, very dope track. And it seemed like Show is like taking a slightly different direction with his submissions now. If you listen to the last submission, which was the documentary, and you listen to this submission, they sound slightly different from what we've heard from Show over the last few months. And that's nothing wrong with that. I'm encouraging that. I'm just noticing it big time, man. I love what I've been loving what Show has been doing. He hasn't made a whack track yet. He has yet to, and I hope he never does. Yeah, I like the use of Black Cow once again. I like the way he used it sparingly. It wasn't just a loop. It was blam, blam, blam. And then there was a pause before, the next part comes in. It is just that first couple of beats. So I like that. He also used parts of Home Again. I'm sorry, Home at Last, which is another one of the ridiculous tracks off of that album. If you do not own, or at least have not heard Steely Dan Asia, please go listen to it. It's, if nothing else, it's a great album to ride to clean the house to just relax to. It really is. It's very, very dope. A lot of jazz, definitely a decent amount of pop, some soul elements in there. And there's also a documentary. I think I'll list that when I post it on the site. There's also a very dope documentary. They show how they created certain songs and different artists, musicians that they brought in to help out. Like Michael McDonald, he was in there. Clyde Stubblefield, was it Clyde Stubblefield? Was it? Well, yeah. Anyhow, but the track, very dope. Love the drums and love the hi-hats, the way they sounded in there. I love the use of the samples that he used, as I've said before. Very dope use of those. The piano was the doom doom, ba-boom doom, ba-doom doom, ba-doom doom, boom. That's how Home at Last goes. Very dope. I like the way Show used that. The additional instruments and instrumentation that he put around it, very dope. Putting himself in, come on, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I really, really, really dig that. Another excellent submission from my man Show Enough. And that is it for this week, unfortunately, but that is it. But I did enjoy listening to these two submissions, and for anybody else at CMA who did not get a chance to submit, I'm definitely going to recommend you go back, listen to that album, and figure it out, because it's a lot of worthy material on that album. For samplers, dude, there's a ridiculous amount of open drums and stabs and whatever. It's ridiculously choppable and flippable. So anyhow, if you would like to be in the upcoming WHA/WHP, meaning weekly homework assignment and podcast, I'm definitely going to recommend you come over to computermusicacademy.com and join us. It's that simple. Shout out to Show Enough. Shout out to DJ Nocturnal. Shout out to all the people who are watching and listening and being a part of what we do every single week. I'm done for the week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you next time. See ya.